Hi guys, AFC Passion here back for another video. It has been a little while due to the international break, which I absolutely hate. I contest it, I can't stand it, and finally it's over. Of course, Leeds return on Saturday, Ellen Road, the place we love, the place we call home, against Swansea City, a team that are not really fighting for much. They can't get promoted and they can't go down unless they're to lose the rest of their games. So, could it be that they're already thinking about next season? That manager Luke Williams departing earlier this month. I'm not quite sure the reason due to that. But, clearly maybe that they're focused on next season. A team that have, I'd say, kind of just lost in the last few years, being in the Championship, never really pushed for playoffs since coming out of the Premier League. A team that have got, I'd say, a basic Championship squad. When you think of some of the players they've got, Josh Tyman, Harry Darling at centre back, few teams are after him, including Sheffield United, when they were searching for a centre back in the transfer window in January. So yeah, they've got the experience. Of course, Liam Cullen up front, who was scored against Leeds in the previous encounter in the 4-3 thriller back at the Swansea City Stadium when Nonto got the last minute winner. Solomon getting his first goal and his second one. And yeah, obviously, and then an own goal by Ben Kabanga, another centre back for them. So Darling and Ben Kabanga. They've got the play, like I said, Timon, left back who was previously placed at Stoke and Leeds were linked with in previous windows. Liam Cumlin up front, like I said, a score before us against Swansea. I've picked up 9 points in the last 5 games, including a 1-0 win against Middlesbrough, losing out to Watford and Burnley good in them fixtures. They lost to Burnley in the last game before the international break. Brownhill and Jada Anthony scoring for them. It'd be nice if they'd have helped us out, but clearly not. It is going to be down to ourselves to make sure we get promoted, to make sure that we get it over the line this year. I think with Swansea, I think they're like I said, I think they're a decent Championship team, but I think they're a team that can be got at. I think Leeds can get out of first game against these and put quite a few past these. Of course, with international breaks, Wales last night equalised in the last minute. Dan James coming off in the second half, which is good. Rodon not committing injuries, which is good at the same. The thing with Nonto, though, of course, going off in the Italian under-21s, did return to Thorpe Arch earlier this week, so we'll have to wait and see tomorrow for Daniel Farke's press conference, hoping that it's only a minor injury. We are hoping that, of course, due to the QPR game, he did come on in number 10 and did make an impact in the first few minutes, I'd say, and being involved in Jayden Bogo's equaliser against QPR down at Loftus Road. I didn't do a reaction that. I am very sorry about that. I was quite busy. But yeah, I guess to sum it up very deeply, good point, I think, due to obviously not winning there for 8 years. It's nice to pick up something in a loss. So yeah, we move on now to Swansea City at Ellen Road. I think Leeds, I think it's a game that we have to win. I've said that in most of my previews because it is must-win time of the season. 8 games to go, 8 cup finals, in my opinion, where we just have to go. We just go for it. I think he'll rotate. I think he will. Firpo coming back as well from Dominican Republic. Didn't play the first game for the Dominican Republic, and people thought maybe it was a bit of was an injury there, but he appeared in social media, and I think it kind of just reassured Leeds fans. With Firpo this season, he's been excellent, and we know what he can bring on that left side. Him and Solomon have started to create a bit of a partnership, like on that right side with Jayden Bogle and Dan James. Talking of the lineup, I think he'll be Elam Ellie in goal. I think it'll be right back Jayden Bogle, 2 centre backs in Strauch and Rodon, left back Junior Firpo. Then the midfield, I think he'll go with Tanaka and Rothwell, the pivotal partnership I call them. Both just bounce off each other and balance each other out. I think Solomon will come straight into his place. Dan James are going to be coming in. I think Brad Arrington will start. I think having 2 weeks off, not being called up for the international team, it'll hopefully. I'm hoping to, like every Leeds fan is, that he'll prove a point that he has got a chance to play for them again. There's World Cup coming in the future. He'll want to be involved in that with the USA if they do get there. Of course, they're the host what about, so that he'll want to be part of that. So yeah, I'm hoping now he's come back firing at all cylinders Of course, the bad pass against QPR that allowed Sato to score there for brilliant goal, by the way. Quality goal, take nothing away from the finish, but it was given to him like a Christmas gift on the plate. Hoping now we can bounce back from that and hopefully, come back firing at all cylinders, maybe grab a goal. It'd be nice for him to do that. We're real hoping that he's due a goal. Only 8 goals this season and 2 assists. We'd like him to at least get double figures for the season. Then it does look a little bit better. I think he has been off at the last few weeks. Prior to the national break, he's been on a bit of an easy street, and I think he's not been performed to what we've seen this season. But he does bring energy to the group. He brings a very good, what's it called? He brings a lot of endeavour. He does help on the defensive basis, but we like to see his goal tally and goal ratio and his end product go up a notch. Because it has been only 1 goal in this calendar year so far. It's not good enough, and we need to see it from more of that number. And number 10, of course, not bringing anyone in the January Johnson window. Has left us a bit deep. But with Nonto, potentially fighting for a spot there. We know Nonto can play there. He's played there in the past, and so hopefully now it's giving Aronson a kick up the backside to start performing. I think it'll be Joe Pro back up front. I did actually read something today actually. I can't remember the country off my head, but he turned down an international call. I think it was a South American country, a very small one, in terms of population. He turned them down. He came out and said he feels it's best for his football to be played at club level, with where Leeds are at the minute. He doesn't want to be injured. This is me paraphrasing and reading between the lines of what he has said. And he wants to stay fit. He wants to, keep going. He's on 15 goals, obviously beating his current tally from last season. Be nice for him to get at least. I don't think he will reach 20, but if he can grab a couple more, it'll look really good for him. And of course, he'll want to get promoted with Leeds and try it out in the Prem to see what he's like. So yeah, I think it'll be the same team. I think it will. I think we'll win. I think with Swansea, the top scorer Liam Cullen, like I mentioned, did score in the previous game against Leeds. He's got 10 goals this season in 35 appearances. He's their top scorer. They've got players of like Joe Allen coming back, who did play for Swansea this evening, so he'll be wanting to try and get back in the squad. Experienced player, who's played at the higher level in the Premier League with Liverpool, has been at Swansea quite a few years, and he's quite a key part in their midfield. They are currently 16th in the table at the minute, so like I said, nothing much to play for. I think there are worse teams that will be going down. And Swansea are just kind of stuck in limbo. They're not going anywhere. They're not going up. They're not going down. So it could be that flip-flops are on and at the beach. But I think they'll still want to try and get as many points as they can for the remainder of the season. And probably focus on next season as a main objective. I'm going to go with 2-0 Leeds. I think we will. I think we'll score early. Under Fark, after scoring early, we haven't lost. So want to keep that record going. I think Solomon will score. I think he'll get his 8th goal of the season, and I think Dan James will come back and score. I think it'd be really nice to see. Of course, Sheffield United do play on Friday, so I'm hoping that Coventry can do us a favour. Coventry, I've got 24 points in their last 10 games. The only loss that they have is against us. So they're on a good level. They're on a good trajectory, and they're looking to stay in the playoffs with Frank Lampard. As much as I don't like the guy, with his previous history of Leeds, he's doing a great job there. Hoping he can do us a favour at Sheffield. That's my short preview for this Leeds United versus Swansea City game on Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. I'm hoping we can win. Come on, the Leeds, marching on together.